Hey everyone, guess what? We're back for some more UFOs, UAPs. Got some more on 3-Eye Atlas, and I've also got some more information on what a TR3B is, and we'll go over that once we get to the video. So just go ahead and grab the coffee. I found my coffee this time. Here it is. Beginner's drink. Nice and fresh. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. See what we got. Looks like a nice pair of orbs.
Look. Look.
Well, that was interesting. There's dual orbs. So I guess they were a sibling, maybe some spouse orbs. I'm not really sure, but I've never seen it before, and it was interesting how it was in three different sections of LA at three different times of the day. So I'm not too sure on the validity of that. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next one here.
Hostia! Chiacchierelo, chiacchierelo! Però non è normale! Però che cazzo passa qui? Ma cagognola! Però che cazzo sta passando qui? Hostia! Vamos la hostia! Cagognola! Va la macchina! Va la macchina! Che cazzo passa?
Non sei, deixa un pochino che
Non è normale! Cagognola!
Well, that UFO booked it. It was like, oh no, military, and just boom, dive bomb right into the ocean. I hear they're coming out of the ocean, and that's where possibly they have like underground water bases. I've also heard that NASA actually explores a lot of underwater instead of outer space, which so I don't know, maybe I could find some material on that for us someday. That would be interesting. Let's go ahead and get to the next one here. Pretty sure I gotta readjust it. Yeah, hang on. Let's see here. Spring down. There we go. There they are up in the sky right there.
This is not AI, in case anybody's wondering.
I don't think it's AI either. Kind of weird that there's a lot of blinking lights up there. Well, that one's pretty short and it's just blinking lights in the clouds. I don't know. What do you guys think on that? I'm not sure what it is. It could have been all one spacecraft or multiple, so I'm not too sure. But that's why we're here, trying to figure this out. Hopefully, as a community, I would like to just grow to my subscriber build to grow someday. So if you would like to, that's all up to you. If you want to subscribe, I really just have fun doing the videos. And if you do watch it, go ahead and just throw a like on there. If you want to, again, I don't really care. I'm just here to give some content out. So let's go ahead and get to the next one. Refresh the screen here. Oh, there we go. Oh, I adjusted it the wrong way. Sorry there. There it is. All right, let's back up. Let's try that again. Okay, here we go. There they are. Okay, this is in the California fires. Yeah, these apparently weren't the only ones. I also found they were caught on a live newscast feed earlier, too, during the fires. So these aren't just the only incidents of those. Which I think if if they're like kind of like using our planet as like a science area, they're going to want to check out like natural disasters and stuff. That could explain why they're in storms. Like, oh, hey, let's watch what this storm does. Let's watch it develop. There would definitely be meteorologists as aliens as well as research aliens because they would have different fields of research just like we do. All right, let's go to, I don't know, that's what I think. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, this is it. This is the TR3B right here that I did do some research on. All right, we'll get to that after the video. Okay, so a TR3B is it stands for a top secret triangular shaped aircraft. The TR3B is often described as a top secret triangular shaped aircraft associated with conspiracy theories and advanced military technology. It is claimed to utilize anti-gravity technology, allegedly using highly pressured mercury accelerated by nuclear energy to create a plasma field around the craft. While some sources suggest it may be a reverse engineered UFO, there is no official acknowledgement of its existence. The TR-3B is sometimes referred to as part of a secret military program, with claims that it was developed in the mid-1980s. So that's a pretty long time ago. Uh-oh. There we go. Wrong button. Okay, I'm back. So that's, that's what a TR-3B, and I actually did find a lot of videos on it, and I wouldn't mind doing a reaction video watching one of those videos. So I'll probably go ahead and check them out and see which ones I like, and we'll do a reaction video to a TR-3B. That way we can actually get to know more about what our government technology's capability is, because if that was back in the 1980s, well, that was 45 years ago. So it'd be nice to be able to know, like, get a grasp on what our government actually has the capabilities of doing. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next video.
The thing does bank to the right. That means it's not a comet. That means it's heading toward Earth. Then what?
It looks like the
Yeah,
object did
three
not
eye out.
maneuver
This
at
video
all.
right
It
here.
didn't deviate from a trajectory sculpted by gravity alone.
Okay.
To a very high precision. So any significant deviation from what we expect it to do would be a technological signature, and we should watch it.
Independent analysts flagged something within days of the discovery. The orbit wasn't just hyperbolic, it was disturbingly precise. 3, I divided by Atlas cuts through the solar system on a retrograde path. That means it moves opposite to everything born here. But here's what made veteran astronomers pause. The inclination sits within 5 degrees of Earth's orbital plane, 5 degrees out of a full sphere. Loeb's team at Harvard crunched the probability. 0.2%. 1 in 500 random interstellar travelers would line up this tightly. The rest would come in at wild angles, slashing through the solar system like crossfire. This one slid in almost parallel to our neighborhood. The geometry opened a door most didn't want to look through. At perihelion, 3I divided by Atlas will swing inside Mars's orbit at 1.4 AU. It will pass behind the Sun, as seen from Earth. Mission planners call that a solar occultation. But orbital engineers recognize something else, a reverse Oberth maneuver. If an object wanted to brake against the Sun's gravity, this is the window. You dive close, burn retrograde, and the Sun's pull multiplies your deceleration. For a probe trying to enter the inner system undetected, this trajectory would be textbook. For a random comet, it's a coincidence that sits heavy in the room. JWST's infrared eyes locked onto the comet on August 6th. Near-spec instrument, full battery. The spectra lit up with carbon dioxide and water vapor. Red for CO2, blue for H2O. Exactly what you'd expect from a dirty snowball. NASA released the composite image 2 weeks later. Scientists exhaled. It looked like a comet. It smelled like a comet. But the story doesn't end with a single snapshot. The real test comes next. Isotopic ratios. Deuterium to hydrogen. Carbon-12 to carbon-13. These fingerprints reveal where ice formed, how hot the star was, how old the molecular cloud. Solar system comets cluster in a narrow band. If 3i divided by Atlas plots outside that band, the birth environment was alien in every sense. ALMA and JWST can measure this. They're scheduling follow-up windows for December when the comet re-emerges. If the ratios surprise, if they don't match anything cataloged, then we're looking at chemistry forged under conditions we've never mapped. And then there's the spin. Every rotating object tells a story through its light curve. 3i divided by Atlas shows a 7.2-hour periodicity. That's the time it takes to complete one tumble. Observatories log the brightness fluctuations across multiple nights. The curve should stay consistent. Comets are lumpy, irregular, but their spin settles into predictable patterns, unless something changes. Internal jets firing asymmetrically, ice sublimating from buried pockets, or layered structures responding to solar heating. If 3i divided by Atlas's spin rate starts drifting, speeding up or slowing down without obvious outgassing to explain it, that's a flag. Oumuamua threw everyone when its acceleration didn't match its light curve. The physics didn't close. Scientists proposed everything from hydrogen icebergs to fractal dust sails. None of it satisfied everyone. If 3i divided by Atlas pulls the same trick, if the torque doesn't add up, we're back in that uncomfortable space, where natural explanations stretch thin. This isn't just another comet anymore. This is a test case for everything we think we understand about visitors. The stakes aren't academic. If isotopic ratios break the mold, if spin behavior defies models, if that orbital alignment wasn't random, then we're forced to ask questions most scientists avoid in public. This could rewrite what we expect from interstellar objects. It could prove the galaxy is stranger, more chemically diverse than 4 billion.
Okay, so it took me a long time to find that video, and basically I just want to stick with the scientific side of it and the telescopic capabilities of the telescopic capabilities that we have of the satellites in space that actually try to describe and define what 3i Atlas actually is before I start dropping the gun. But it looks like from this video, we will actually get to know more scientifically about this object tomorrow. So everybody get ready for that. Hopefully there'll be some good videos out there, and I won't have to spend an hour sifting through 3i Atlas videos. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get some good stuff in. And hopefully it's not an alien mothership coming here to invade us, right? I'm not down for that. I'm ready for the rapture, not an alien invasion. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the next one. Wow, it's invisible. Oh, look at a close-up of that. There we go. Ooh. I'm not. Wow, that looks really good. Looks like a really good capture in infrared. Well, I like that video. That was really cool, neat representation of the UFO cloaking capabilities. And it's not the first time I've seen videos like that. So if I can find some more layered videos like that, where it actually shows the object inside the frames that have the clear view and then the infrared view, or even a heat signature view, even night vision. I've seen them in night vision views too, also. And I'll try to find some more videos for us on that. because I think that's really interesting. Of course, it could be fake, but I'm hoping these videos aren't, because like we just have so much camera capabilities in the world right now. Like seeing stuff like that, everybody's just like, oh, it's AI, CGI, but at this point, we're seeing so many, getting so many videos, getting so many captures that it just it's kind of hard to sift out, but not at the same time. Because you can tell AI videos, and generally, if it has any generated AI in it, it is promoted on the bottom of the video. Of course, not all videos, but I think that was a legit video. It was just like the movement speed and frame. You could see the back end as it was moving away, the frames per second, trying to catch up to the image that is there now from the image that was there. And I think that has a lot of validity to it. Like what we're about to see in this next video, I looked at it quite a few times before I realized that seeing that part of it as the frames per second video recording was trying to catch up to what was there, and then what wasn't there. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, and I'll show you guys even more what I mean. Oh, not this one, next one. Pretty, right? A sphere just come down around everybody. And that one I watched a couple times too, because I was like, no way. But if you notice in the background on the back side of where everybody's standing at, here we go. All these people in the background, they will turn around too to look at it. Like, watch. See, it comes in. Now watch all the people turn around. Look at it. See, they're all turning around to stare at it. So I thought that was pretty neat. Which made it pretty real as they set up all these people on the street and do it, but I doubt that. It looks like they were at like some type of protest. Well, that'd be a protest in America, but it looked like some type of rally or festival or something they were at. And it just came out of nowhere and surprised them. But I've been seeing a lot of videos of spheres like that, but they look just, that too good look again. And I haven't put any in here because they're like personal black spheres that are like scanning houses, following people in forests and stuff. And I don't see that as a reality if they're not like trying to catch it, or well, they're trying to film it, but who knows if it's a real film or not. So let's just keep going. Confusing world we live in. That's pretty right there. Ooh, change color. What's that? What is that? Is that a plane? That looks like a plane right there. That was a pretty one right there. It went from blue to like orangish red maybe. And then there was a blinking object there that could have been a plane. So this object was obviously moving pretty fast. It could have been even an orb. It had a little blinking light on front of it too, which is interesting in itself. Who knows? Let me know in the comments though. I hardly ever say it, so there's the comment bar right down there. All right, let's take a look at the next one. See, and that's the one I was talking about with that it was a Tic Tac that took I watched it a few times. It does look like it could be AI because it's such a clean and clear video of an object. But I noticed as it was moving, the FPSs of the camera were trying to keep up, and it caused that background glare. I know it probably could be faked, but I think that is a possible way of validity to a film like that. Is, if your camera's not good enough to keep up with the object, it's not going to be like a clear movement like it is in the movies. It's going to be that blur on the backside of it, like this. See? Do you see the blur? Okay. Just saying. I think that was the last video. So we'll go ahead and probably one of my favorite part of doing the videos is I do get to share the scripture. And today, man, I serve the Lord. That's what I know. So this is what I got for us. I got Joshua 24:15. This is also the King James version that I read out of. And if it is, see, if it take two, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, are the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwelt. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So basically, Joshua's challenge to the people of Israel is a call to make a conscious choice. Just as he declared his commitment to serving the Lord, you too have the freedom to choose whom you will serve. In a world full of distractions and false idols, you just want to stand firm in that decision that you made to follow God. Your choice to serve him is a path to true fulfillment and peace. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me and watching. And so I will have my last video that right there, and then my subscribe right there if you guys want to. It's up to you. Oh yeah, shout out to my new subscriber that makes 5. Thank you.